Hey girls, so I've had quite a week. I have had my aunt and uncle and their baby in town. It was actually my first time getting to meet her. Her name is Elena. She's a year old in like a week. I have been hunting for a place to move in with my brother, and I went and I karaoke'd, which was fun. And at work on Friday, basically everything broke for about 2 hours during working hours. We just all got to F around and hang out and do it on the clock. I mean, I ended up being productive anyway, but it was still super fun. So, quite a week. Wow.
We forever are. We are magic and magic and magic.
Since I got my hair cut like a month or two ago, I just realized this is the first time that I've actually done it for my video. Every other time it's been in ponytail or pigtail or a hat on it or just like really gross anyway. So this is my cute new haircut that I've had for like 2 months and I just haven't shown you properly. So I don't have a lot of scars, but I do have a few and they do have accompanying stories. The lamest story of all is this one here. Here it is. I honestly don't remember what I did to get hurt, but I do remember picking off the scab constantly, repeatedly, and it's actually kind of a little puffy scar. My next one, and this is a little bit more of an interesting story, is right here. There and there. That is where I got bit by a dog, but not just any dog. I got bit by my grandma and grandpa's dog one time. At one point, I was petting her, and I think I tried to hug her, and all of a sudden she just snapped, and she like bit me on the arm. As a child, I thought going wherever I went was the veterinarian's office, and they took care of me because it was a dog bite. But I'm guessing I actually just went to the immediate care facility in town. That's my guess. And my last scar is actually really tiny. Here it is. Okay, it's right there. I don't know if you can see it. You probably can't. I don't remember how old I was, but it was probably like 5 or 6. My brother and I were in the backyard, and he had this big long tube of PVC pipe, and he was swinging it around, but at one point I was just playing, and he goes, "Hey," and he swings it at me, and I think he thought he had more space, but he didn't, because the edge of it, like the sharp edge, got me right there, and like seriously, that's less than an inch from my eye. I could only have one eye right now. My little brother Jake has the most amazing head wound story, and I just had to share it with you. My little brothers, they probably still do, have like child-sized gardening tools, but they're like real ones, like made with wood and metal. And so John and Jake, my little brothers, John's the older one, were in the backyard playing, and they were gardening. And John decides to, gosh, this is a theme in my family. John decides to take the hoe and swing it at Jake, and he gets him on the back of his head. And all I know is my dad, my stepmom, and I were in the house, and all of a sudden we hear screaming. So we run outside, and Jake is yelling, and his head was bleeding crazy amounts. And so we pick him up and run him inside, and we have to put him on the counter with his head over the kitchen sink, and I'm holding down his legs, my dad's holding down his torso, and my stepmom is cleaning it. Jake, though, he comes back with a grin on his face, and he looks at me and he goes, "I have a staple in my head." And yeah, that's my little brother. He's pretty interesting. Like I said earlier, my aunt and uncle and their baby are in town. I took some videos, so I'm going to put a little bit of that in here right now. she's totally cute, isn't she? I know. But more importantly, I'm about to also edit my karaoke footage, and I'm going to actually be putting that up as a second video because it needs to be there purely and only it, because it's amazing. Total eclipse of the heart, baby. So anyway, girls, that's it for me this week. I love you all. I'm going to be putting up the Total Eclipse of the Heart karaoke as soon as I'm done with this as well. And so you're going to get double duty from me today, and I think you're just going to love it. Bye, girls!